Okay, the man, the myth, the legend in the building. Victor Velvo, how far now?
I'm all right.
We need Yan. We need to talk.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I need to make some sense out of this real quick. Davido's album Timeless is out.
Yeah.
As per usual, big buzz right now. Everybody like songs are hitting real heavy.
Yeah.
By the matter of fact.
Yeah.
But he recently, I think, appeared on CNN Africa, and he made a pretty interesting revelation. He's like, he had, I think, about 60 songs to pick out of.
Yeah.
To make the album, and he had to streamline it to that figure that made it to the album. Absolutely mental stuff. I need to make some sense out of this. First of all, 60 songs.
Yeah.
You've been in the game, yeah. So I feel like you hear me understand it. Like, what one?
All right, so I'm not surprised that Davido has up to 60 songs. Let me give you an insight as to what happens when you are on a Davido level. Depending on what you want to do with your life, you have it in abundance. If you want to do, you have the finest and the best of. If you want to meet pretty ladies, the best, the ones that would fly you out of town are looking for you. If you want to make business connections, the real big boys and girls are there for you. And if you decide to focus on your craft and your talent to make music, the best producers are waiting for you. As a matter of fact, you have to have somebody go through your email and filter the instrumentals that you are getting and proposals. So I'm not surprised that Davido set out to make the Timeless album and he had over 60 songs to pick out. Now that sounds like a problem, because for me, Davido's like a babe. In this case, he's about to go on a date.
And babe.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to wear. He's like, oh my God, what am I going to wear? But open your wardrobe, you have all the fine clothes there. Yeah, so all you need to do is sit down, take a good look at it, and you can figure out what to wear. So it's a good problem for your label, for your team, that you have enough songs, too much songs, than for you to have a lesser amount of songs to put on the project. So I am not surprised at all.
So that means you would rather lean towards, let's have like a million, like a gazillion and one songs to pick out of none, to perhaps set out a target and then make that figure your goal and stick to it.
Yes.
Say you want to put out 18 songs, you have 18 songs.
So the beauty about having a potpourri of songs to pick from is that you can easily put out an album. It's quite stressful, but how you get to filter these songs to arrive at the ones that will be on the album. First things first, you reach out to top labels, you reach out to big people, A&R, sometimes some random people, you just invite them over, you play the songs for them, and you just wait for those songs that people react to. Sometimes you don't have to force it on them. They hear a song and they go, I'm liking this song. And it's just that, sometimes you have to throw like a listening or a private listening for some top DJs and all of that. I've attended a couple of those listening sessions myself. I attended the first virtual one. It was during the pandemic. It was South Africans, Mikasa, that had a project putting that together. So you get these people in the industry, people at the radio, people who work at clubs, people who plug songs, who get you these deals with movies and all of that. You invite them over, they listen to the song, and once they're done listening, they pick out songs that they resonate with. They pick out songs, they tell you that this song has a good potential, you get me? And then you just go out there, put your album out, and you'll be amazed. For example, in the initial weeks of the release of the album, everybody instantly gravitated towards Unavailable, right? Plus the challenge, everybody. I'm unavailable. They know they see me. Everybody just goes that way. Yeah, so it's that's just how it is.
Fact. Is there any disadvantage, by the way? Can you think of any disadvantage you can attach to having like multitudes of songs to pick out of? Because here's where I'm coming from. I think during one of his interviews as well, he revealed he had a bunch of other collaborations that didn't quite make it to the album.
Yeah.
In this case, I feel like people's emotions.
Yeah. So that happens a lot. Like, you don't want to be in the circles of this artist and they're telling you about how they have a song with this guy and he's not putting the song out.
Didn't make it, brother.
Yeah, and most times you hear things like, because I murdered him on this song, he no agree with it.
Yeah, that's always.
Yeah, so that happens as well. So that could be a disadvantage as well. But like I said, it is better you are in that place where you have too many songs than you don't have enough songs. So and sometimes some of these artists, they devised a dumping ground mechanism. For example, Wizkid, DJ Tunes, this is dumping ground. You get me? All the songs that he doesn't like, that he doesn't vibe to that much, that's not comfortable with, he just reaches out to DJ Tunes. DJ is like, Baba, can I? He's like, sure, you can. Just take it. So you see DJ Tunes put out a song, have big Wiz on the chorus, and sometimes he's not saying anything other than just a 4 or 8 bars hook, and he gets a bunch of other people, they want to jump on it because it's big Wiz. So yeah, that's a mechanism of how to, put out all these songs that they feel like could not make it to the album. I don't know, for Davido, sometimes he can collaborate with a Larry Gaga, DJ E Cool, and some of these other people. So that's a way they just try to put the songs out subtly and shift away from the burden of promoting. And in case it turns out not to be a really good song, you cannot blame
it. You can detach yourself.
You did not put out a very good song. It's like, it was not my song. I just featured it. Yeah.
So go for the loads of songs, hurt some feelings, perhaps you're putting the album out, and it comes out dope. Nice. I'm proudly your student. I'll start taking me to school another time. Let's do this. So there's this song of the album, It sort of throws you back a little bit to the If era, Paul era. Does that mean there are songs you perhaps recorded, say, from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago? How much of sense should I say, or how much does that make sense to you?
Well, like I said, this artist, they are human beings like you. So today they're in the mood, tomorrow they are not in the mood. So for example, an artist can record a fantastic song, but the problem is he just came back from the club the night before, and that night he's feeling it. The following morning he's feeling it. It's fantastic. 2 days after, it's like, nah, bro, I'm not feeling this anymore. You know what? Well, no, I just throw away the song. You understand? So that can happen. But for the song, what's the name of the song again off the album? So I think the song that you're trying to talk about is "He Pain Me" of the timeless of the timeless album, and I am not surprised that the song made the album. For me, it's one of my personal faves of the album. The song is so unique. You can tell that the song was recorded in the Paul era. I would like to think that the song was supposed to be a follow-up to the If and the Fall. Remember, these songs did fantastic in the United States. Possibly the team got back, and when they were trying to put out the album, they're like, you know what? Do you think we should put this on the album? They're like, yeah, just throw it in. This guy was big in the US off this song. I mean, people still they can still resonate with this vibe and this sound like, oh, that was that guy from If and Fall.
Yeah, so for that international appeal.
Yeah. And he's built a sound over the years. So yes, indeed, I'm not surprised that he had songs that are 4 years old or recorded 4 years ago and still make the album. That's what you need to do as an artist, as a creative. Record creative songs, and when they make an album, they do fantastic.
Here it is. Man, myth, legend. I'll be your student. Feel me? Take me to school again, my guy.
Thank you so much. So to wrap it up, I'll say, if you're an artist, if you're a creative, especially musicians, if you try to put out song, if you're trying to grow to that point of the people you admire, and you eventually maybe want to work with them, listen, there's no room for complacency. There's no room for laziness. You have to work hard. You need to work hard. If Davido, as busy as his schedule is, he's flexing more than you, he's partying hard more than you have to, he's touring, he's meeting more people than you have to at this your level, he has a lot of business and managerial jobs to do, can find time to record up to 60 songs and 60 records. So I'll tell you, as an artist, you need to be putting out an EP at least every quarter. An EP of a minimum of 5 tracks if you're just an artist. If you are a producer and an artist, you need to be putting out an EP again of like 8 tracks, a minimum of every quarter. Now here's what happens whenever you release a song that you've recorded. It allows you to learn. It allows you to grow. It allows you to learn a new technique on how to approach these type of beats. It allows you to grow and you gain a new style, a new approach as to how you can hop on the record. But you have some people who never do that. We've seen songs that if you follow an artist closely, you can hear how their songs their sounds evolve. Like if you listen to something, say, okay, I think I know how this song came about.
Yeah.
And I can see they give birth to this song off the song and off the song and off that. So that's what happens when you release these songs, when you put the songs out and you work hard, you're definitely gonna get there.
Is there anything
Yeah.
that can make you come out of retirement right now? One more song. One more banger.
No, this session right here is not for me. It's just for me to, educate, enlighten, at the same time, ginger anybody who's trying to climb up, who's trying to put their songs out there. Just ginger them, watch this, get encouraged, let something start to burn inside of you. That's gonna make you want to work a lot harder and smarter as well. Yeah, that's what the session is about. No, I'm not coming out.